We'll do the press conference for our class winners now from the 4 Hours of Red Bull Ring, and our LMP winners, the number 15 RLL M Sport Ligier GSB3 Nissan. Job van Outert, I think I got that right, did I? Almost. By the end of the season, I will have it right. Sorry, Job. John Farano and Rob Garofel. Second time, the second win of the year, guys. Congratulations. Job, you started the race. I think you were third on the grid, so you were first by the at the end of the first lap or so.
After 10 meters,
yeah, exactly. So talk us through your stint, because that was a great. Yes, to the microphone, please.
Yeah, does it work? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Talk us through your stint, because it was a great first opening stint.
No, yeah, the first two stints were quite good. I had a nice fight with Mikko Jensen. He just passed me towards the end of the first stint, but fair play to him. And then towards the end, after he changed driver, I could extend the lead, and yeah, it feels good to get a 40 seconds lead in 2 hours racing.
You said you made it look easy, but this class is so tight. There's a lot of good drivers out there. You say we've got good gentleman drivers and we've got good professional drivers out there, yourself included. So it's a difficult, especially around this place. It's very difficult as well because it's a tight track. How do you rate this race for yourself? Because you say you had a huge lead by the end of your second stint. You know.
Yeah, I know the track quite well. I've raced here now 3 years in Formula 4, and it feels like my second home. And I'm quite happy with the speed I was able to show. And of course, the level of driving is pretty high in ELMS, and to get the 40-second lead is not easy to do that. It definitely wasn't the 2 easy hours as well to drive. P2s were quite aggressive because they were all like really close together, and if one passed you, the other one obviously want to come with you, and they try to dive bomb you. And that was a bit of an issue where you need to manage that pretty well.
John, he gave you a good lead, but let's not take away from your stint, because you say you maintained that lead while the more professional drivers were catching you. You still maintained. I think you had a 19-second lead. So talk us through your stint. It must have been slightly difficult with the rain, and then obviously the traffic and the four-course yellows. You had to cope with all that. So talk us through your stint.
It was difficult for sure. The conditions weren't as tricky as what Rob had for sure. His stint was quite difficult, so I'm glad he did that one. I think I was a little bit too cautious, to be honest. Job did such a good job, and he gave me such a big lead that I took a little bit of an advantage of that, and didn't really go as fast as I should have, and made it a little bit too difficult for Rob to maintain that lead. But all in all, I needed to keep it safe, and the traffic was very difficult to manage around here. These P2s are on you, before you know it, and they freight train you, so you really have to be careful. So my job was really, be cautious, be careful, and come in with a decent enough lead that Rob can take it home for us.
Rob, you took it over. Second win of the season. Which was most satisfying, this one or the first one?
Oh, this one for sure. This was tough. We, as you say, it's such a strong field of drivers. And the weather conditions here made it really tricky for that last hour. We're making a call on what tyres to use, what to stay on. As these guys have said already, it's a short lap, and a short lap means it feels like there's twice as many P2s here as every other race. Yeah. So you're driving as much on the mirrors as you are looking ahead, and obviously getting the splits from the cars behind as well, and then a bit of rain on slicks, half the track wet, and the other half bone dry. So it's this for sure was I think I'll speak for all of us. I think this is probably a better win than the first one.
Heading to Silverstone as championship leader. So
are we?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think you're championship leader. I think I did the
Half a point.
half a point. Cool. I think it is. Yeah,
exactly.
It's still leading. So home race for you and the team. Talk us through. What's your thoughts on Silverstone? Obviously, it's a lot wider and a lot flatter.
Absolutely, and Silverstone's going to be a great race for us. I think it's a fast circuit. It suits us. It suits our car. It's obviously a lot longer laps, so the P2s aren't going to be sort of rushing you as much as here probably. If we have some good weather, it's always a great race for the crowds and well supported. So yeah, we can't wait to get there in front. UK team in front of a home crowd. It's going to be a great weekend.
Well, congratulations to you and the RLM Sport guys. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And for the first time this year, the number 88 Proton competition Porsche. The first win for Porsche as well this year after 2 Ferrari wins. Gianluca Roda, Giorgio Roda and Matteo Creoli. Gianluca, you started, as we found out, because of me not looking at the screens properly. But congratulations, you got the lead and maintained it. It was the 88. I don't think the 88 came off the top of the leaderboard for the entire race. So congratulations. But talk us through your start, because they say it was a great start.
Yes, thank you very much for all. And yes, I started, and was a simple start because nothing was with problem. And P2 and P3 in front of me was all correct for one time, and I drove for an hour, just a little. Be careful, but easy, because the car was very good, and my speed every laps was make a difference with my competitors. So I'm very happy for that. And at the end, Giorgio go to after me for a good stint, and so I'm very happy for the victory, because it's 2 years that I didn't win.
I was about to say, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yes.
So, Giorgio, you took over the car from your father. That's a great victory, though. You must be very happy with that win, and a dominant victory as well.
Yeah, the most important thing for me is that the first victory with my father after losing it the last lap in Paul Ricard. So I'm really happy for this amazing job from my dad and Matteo. And I did a good stint with safe stints, so I maintained the gap. Just the safety car in his second stint gave us a little problem, so he had to catch up again 30 seconds from the second, but he did a really good job, and I'm happy with it.
We're heading to Silverstone next, and you're championship leaders like these guys, so that's a good feeling to go to start the second half of the season as championship leaders.
Yeah, I think that we really started the championship today, so I hope we will keep the pace good as today and Le Castellet, and to keep the lead until the end.
Perfect. Matteo, you say, like Rob, you had the most difficult stint with all the rain and the thing, and talk about the traffic as well, because that must have been a consideration, especially as you had such a large lead over the rest of the field. You must have been thinking about the traffic and the LMP2s and even the LMP3s coming.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the priority for me was just to stay safe, no mistake, have a clear and smooth race. At the end, we did it. So I have to say that some drivers in LMP2 were a bit too aggressive. So I didn't expect that so much. But at the end, I mean, I managed the situation in a good way. We all did a good job. Gianluca was definitely the quickest gentleman in the field, no doubt. So it's really we deserved the win today because we were the quickest in our field. So it's a good victory before the summer break.
Yeah, exactly. Silverstone next. Are you doing both races? Are you doing both WC and ELMS?
Like last year.
You're doing like last year. So what's your thoughts on the Silverstone track? You say you.
Yeah, I mean it's a really nice one. I mean it fits me pretty well. So it's really technical, pretty difficult, but I mean we will get there as well. I'm pretty
Very
sure.
different from here.
Yeah.